Oh, I'll tell you what. Because Phyllis today, the first day, I'll teach you a little bit on the first passage, Bereshit Bara Elohim. At the beginning, God created heaven and earth. You know what it means? Simple as it is. Okay, I'll tell you, this is also sweet to remember. You know, I don't know if some of you are aware, you know, the way the Holy Rabbis, the way they read those passages in the Bible is so much sweetness. So deep and so beautiful. Anyway, it says, Bereshit Bara Elohim as hashamayim. So at the beginning God created heaven and earth. So he says something very beautiful. Bereshit, at the beginning. What is a person to do at the beginning? You know, you have to realize one thing. When God is telling us what He did at the beginning, He wants us to do it, right? Because God doesn't tell us just, you know, stories. Okay, Bereshit, what's the beginning? And then Bara, this is actually from the Holy Baal Shem Tov. Bara, the Baal Shem Tov says, comes from the word healthy. That means it's the first thing of being mamish strong, right? What means healthy, you know? In Hebrew, there's no such word. Healthy means strong, Bara, you know, strong. The first thing, two things have to be strong. Earth and heaven and earth. What's heaven, what's earth? So he says one thing. Heaven is joy. It says, what's going on in heaven? There's no sadness in heaven, there's only joy. That's the whole. If someone asks you what's so holy about heaven, it's filled with joy. What's holy about the earth? You walk on it, step on it, you know, kick it. And you know what it does? It grows all the time. It grows all the time. Heaven is beautiful, it doesn't grow. Joy is beautiful, sweet. But humility makes you grow. Humility. Joy makes you good for the moment, but growing depends on your humility. So the first thing a Yidale has to learn is to make strong heaven and earth. Joy and humility. Strong power. So the holy, this is the Chedusha son-in-law, he says, I want you to know, he says, that evil, he said Yiddish, the Yetzirah verlegt, you know, he says, Mamish, he's lying all over you to prevent you from those two things. He prevents you from joy. He wants to cut you off from heaven. He wants to cut you off from joy. And he wants to cut you off from earth. He wants to cut you off from this holy humility that everybody can step on you and you keep on growing like that. You see, we always think, listen, if someone steps on me, how can I grow? I have so much disturbance. People kick me, people walk at me. What are you talking? Everybody walks in you, makes you stronger as, right? Listen, if someone walks on my head, I should say, oh, really, thank you, brother. But not in a stupid way, you know? Because you're doing me a favor, become a stronger earth. No, this was something else. Because the 6 million, no, I'll tell you, listen, I know what you mean, Holy Bailey. But, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, you know? And this is, everybody can...
They're going to be humble, won't have this real dirt.
No, this is basically, darling, according to our beliefs, we don't say, kill me, this is a non-Jewish concept. We didn't say kill me. Oh, you know something, the 6 million, if heaven and earth is a secret, if Yerushalayim is a secret, the 6 million is absolutely beyond us, you know. It doesn't fit any concept, so it's really beyond as far as I'm concerned. The Mashiach is coming. Maybe we'll get a little taste of what was happening. I really don't know. Something must have been happening. What? I don't know. No. Well, it doesn't sound right to me. It's like you know, like saying Rockefeller Center is bigger than it's more than 2 inches, and maybe, you know, it's completely out of proportion. I cannot say the 6 million total humanity. This isn't it. I mean, God says, okay, let's knock off 6 million, so I Moshe will learn humility. It just doesn't go, you know. Really, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you can have your ideas, but as far as I'm concerned. No, I know what you mean.
If they haven't been humble and they have fought.
No, I tell you what, it's really, because the whole thing was crazy. absolutely was beyond us, you know. It is beyond us. How is it possible people that doesn't forgive? They're not stupid. It was mamish like God mamish took away the strength from them. Absolutely.
It had to be done, Shlomo.
Why?
Because if not for the 6 million, Israel wouldn't have been alive.
No, this is also a stupid say, you know. You can say that. No, you cannot say do 6 million. Okay, listen, kids, let's go in the gas chambers. I gotta get my ticket for Israel, you know.
You can't really look into the reason. You don't know. But
Brother, do you think then you make it less, the question less, because I say, how would it sound to you? You know, I will, God forbid, I walk up to you and says, listen, tell you what, let me cut off your arm. And for that, I'll give you a ticket to Bermuda. You know, I don't need it. You know?
look at the
I don't need it. And let me ask you something.
Why?
Now, this is, I tell you what, I know what you mean. And we can say this, the fact of life, that after that God gave us back Israel. But to say God had no other way of giving us back Israel but knocking off 6 million, it doesn't sound right. You know, I'll tell you what, you know, 6 million, the Gemara says something very strong. There's a saying in the Gemara, please stop mingling in God's secrets. God has secrets. Don't mingle in, you know. You see, I know what you mean. I know what Bala means. But I want you to know one thing. The Bezer Rebbe says something very strong about the 6 million. He says, because according to all our beliefs, all our traditions, whatever happens in the world, all the holy prophets of the world know of it before. All the tzaddikim are notified before. He says the first time in the history of the world we were not notified. Because we wouldn't have let it happen.
Just to know, Shlomo, that of my family, of certain people in my family who were liberated from camps. And from all the writers I've ever read who were people in the camps, not one of them at any moment has ever tried to console himself with the thought that his being in the camp was preparatory for the release of Israel. I mean, it doesn't make sense to think in terms of the 6 million and the creation of the state of Israel.
You see, after the whole thing is over,
after
the whole thing is, you know, it's too much of secrets, you know, it just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is none of the refugees have tried to make that kind of thought
Yeah, it doesn't
work.
sound